Hello guys, welcome back in today's crypto technical analysis. Today's episode we're going to start with the on-chain analysis and then we will move on to the BTC technical analysis. However, before we start, as usual, I've got a small request. If you guys are learning and enjoying from the contents, do not forget to like the video, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe and activate the bell so you do not miss the accurate market updates. This is the data which I shared recently, and this belongs to, if you can see, the white line, we've got a BTC price, and then the green one, the addresses with over or at least with a 1000 BTC. So as you can see, this is an address for the whales, and even though we had last year the March dump, they sold a big portion. However, they accumulated at around here. They are not interested to buy at a low or something. So I always say, if you master the multiple time frame analysis, the time frame is a king alongside with your price action. As long as the trend changes in a one direction based on a time frame, if it's a lower time frame, you will take a short term. If it's a mid and long term time frame, so you know what you're gonna do. As long as you understand the nature of the time frame, so you will be able to ride the trend all the way towards the upside in a bull market. As you can see, once the price action reached all the way to the March dump, and then we start moving towards the upside. At the same time, the whale started buying again whatever they sold all the way from the $14,000. So the current condition of which I shared via my Twitter, this chart earlier on, and either they're accumulating here or they are not selling. The sell pressure came as soon as we reached to $65,000 in April and before July. So as you can see, they were started selling all the way from there. So at this stage, the addresses with at least 1000 BTC, either they're accumulating or they are not selling. I opened the YouTube channel 2020 December. So since 2020 December, all the way up to $65,000, we had over 12 target price, if I'm not mistaken. And we reached all of the target prices all the way up to $65,000 one by one. As soon as we reached to $65,000, we dumped the price all the way up to $28,000. And as soon as we claimed the $30,000 and $31,000, we also longed all the way up to $52,000, where the high time frame Fibonacci, if you're going to take from there, you've got 0.618. And then as you remember, if you've been following me for some time, we dumped again all the way up to $40,000, and then we longed all the way up to $68,000 and $70,000. The target reached right between $69,000. All I want to say here is, either you're a retail or institutional trader, all of them, they're going to ride the trend. As long as there is a trend, there is a money. If there is no trend, this is going to be like here, the summer price action, which is a choppy. Right at this moment, we're having another choppy market. So trend is your friend until the end, as long as you know how to ride it. Moving on to BTC price action. We're not looking at the weekly time frame we covered recently. However, on the daily time frame, as long as we're going to be remain below the upper line of this support, which is acting as a resistance at the moment above 48,000, then I would be cautious under a daily time frame. As long as we're going to cover, which is slightly early at the moment, and break this $49,000, I would say 48,500, and then the hope might arrive in the market, and then the next level that we're going to face with is going to be $54,000, $55,000. As long as we're going to clear this resistance, it's very early for us to talk about it. Just bear in your mind, I'm covering the levels that you need to watch under a daily time frame, which is a higher time frame. As long as we're going to be above this resistance and clear this level, highly likely there will be a continuation of the bull market. However, as I said, it is very early for us to talk about it at this stage. As long as we're going to be below this level of $49,000, daily time frame will remain under the bear's control. Moving on to 4-hour time frame. Current condition of 4-hour time frame is heavily under the bear's control. As soon as we lost $63,000, 63,500, high probabilities that came all the way up to, we had a support level around $48,000 and $50,000, and we shorted from $63,000 all the way up to $48,000. However, early sell signal came at around from the golden pocket, right from the 618, which is around $66,400. And as soon as we got rejection right from 0.618 and 67 golden zones, we had early shorting signal. However, as I said, as soon as we lost this white line, which is a smart money, and we exited from the red line, high probability setup came, and then we shorted all the way up to $48,000. And from there, depends where you shorted. On average, if we're going to take it all the way up to $48,000, we had 25% profit. And that is around 10 times leverage, 250%, 5 times 125% in less than 2 weeks. However, as you can see, we started consolidating around in this region, but we've got rejected one by one right from the red line. And we had it on the 2-hour time frame fake out as soon as we exited, and then again we saw a heavy dump in the market. Before we move on, if you want to learn all these technical analysis what I'm showing, and if you want to become an independent professional trader, or you're interested in the institutional trading system, you can message me via Telegram at Magnate8, and one-on-one intense masterclass is available, where I'm going to teach you how to become a profitable trader in the market. And it only takes you 5 to 10 hours to master this all. And during the course, you will learn day trading, i.e. scalping, swing, as well as the long-term as an investor trading systems. Moving on with our analysis on the 4-hour time frame, as soon as we got a rejection right from the $52,000, now as you can see, that was a double resistance that I mentioned in Twitter, and we dumped all the way up to 618. That was expected target level. At the same time, as I keep mentioning, if we're going to lose 618, the golden zone, highly likely we're going to come to this support box. This support box we're watching for some time. At the same time, in the last over 2 weeks, we've been following this golden pocket. At this moment, we're in a range. As long as we're going to be below upper line of this support, which is acting as a resistance at the moment, that's going to be around $49,000. Highly likely the 4-hour time frame will be under the bear's control. However, the price action, as you can see, we're getting squeezed out right in here. If we're going to claim this resistance as a support, then highly likely the first resistance, that's going to be minor in my opinion. It's going to be $52,000. However, I'm not going to pay too much attention this time for $52,000, and then I'll be keep an eye on to $54,000 and $56,000. 2-hour time frame. If we analyze the 2-hour time frame, similar structure as a 4-hour time frame. As long as we're going to be below $49,000, 2-hour will be heavily under the bear's control. Claim this resistance, $49,000 as a support or clean breakout, then I'll be keep an eye on in the first place 52 and then followed by $54,000. Otherwise, if we're going to see another rejection right from here, as you can see, wicks are getting rejected. We're not allowed to go in from the upper line. As you can see, another rejection and the price action coming back right to the 618, the golden pocket. If we're going to lose, again, I'm repeating, 618, highly likely the price action will come to test around $44,000 and $43,000. 1-hour time frame. And the 1-hour time frame, I'm not going to keep an eye on a 1-hour time frame because it may give us a fake out like in here, as you can see. Again, on the 1-hour time frame, if we're going to claim the lower line of this resistance, 1 hour will be under the bull's control. However, I'm more interested with the 49 and 49,500 levels. We came to an end of this episode, and if you guys enjoyed it, do not forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.